welcome to my nightly night stream or evening stream or wherever you are in the world. I'm not sure what time of the day it is, but here in Denmark it's 7 o'clock in the evening. It's been a while actually because I have been canceling some of the last live streams uh, I've I've been supposing to have every Sunday, and I also had some concerts. And I don't know if you were joining the last concert I had together with Søren, the guitarist, but it was a very nice one, and we had a lot of fun playing our favorite music. And I know the camera angle maybe wasn't the best, but it was surely very authentic, and I hope some of you watched it. Or else, today I have prepared to do a part 6 of this series, where I'm trying to get The Witcher and The Last of Us to be something to actually perform for you. And yeah, it's somehow, I don't know why, but it's more difficult to do this than other pieces that I have tried before. And it's not that it's technically difficult as per se, but it's more I need to do some planning about the two voices that I'm gonna do, because I will have to do the pizzicato underneath, and of course the melody. If it was only the melody, that would have been much easier. But yeah, so I'm actually feeling that I'm picking it up for the first time every time I do this. But today I thought I would do a kind of boring session. Maybe boring for me. Not. I hope it's not going to be boring for you. But as I would do if this wasn't a live stream, I would just practice those pizzicatos with bow and with pizzicato also. And it's just a lot of repetition, even though I really wanted to just play the melody. I'm gonna play the thing that is more boring, but more convenient and more necessary. And I will start with The Last of Us. And as you probably know, this line. The difficult part isn't necessarily to do the pizzicato, but it's just to keep on going. So I have this plan that I will have to do it with bow and really be good at keeping it going with my left hand, and then in the last part of the session, I will do the pizzicato. Oh, and let me see, I have not put the chat on. Now it should be on. I can see somebody wrote, but I have to read it on the screen here. My concert in Jylling was fantastic. Oh, thank you so much. I always seem so relaxed. Well, when I'm playing concerts, that is when I feel like I'm doing absolutely the right thing that I'm supposed to do. So maybe that gives off the feeling that I'm relaxed. I'm not really relaxed because I have a lot of adrenaline, and I'm really focused and aware of the situation and my appearance and what I'm saying, but I also enjoy it so much. So I guess it's a kind of a relaxed, not relaxed, but I'm feeling great at least. And then I got this question: when playing in public, do you ever suffer from butterflies in the stomach, stage fright, performance anxiety? So if so, you don't show it. You're a true professional. Well, as I said, I will experience sometimes some just the adrenaline, but I'm looking forward to it. I always, even when I was small, I never had actual stage fright. I was more excited to go on stage and more Yeah, you could say I was really looking forward to it, but you also get this. I wouldn't say butterflies in the stomach, but you're not where you're totally relaxed. You're upbeat, or what you could say. Um, and but I don't get afraid because the joy of playing a concert and the joy of performing is always going to be bigger than the thought of it could go wrong, or what if they don't like it, or what if there is somebody out there that isn't agreeing with what I say or what I play. I always know that there are usually more that like to be present at the concert, more those than the negative ones, and there will always be someone who's negative, but what can you do about it? I still enjoy to play concerts and I still enjoy to perform. So that overshines every fear that you could have. But I must say, it also is important that you're prepared for the concert. It's very important that you feel that you have practiced enough, because I don't I don't get a fear in my body if I didn't practice enough, but I use a lot of more time in my head if I'm not really sure that this piece is gonna be like very sure to play, then I'm gonna use a lot of my mental energy on thinking that, oh, I need to remember that place, and if I don't do it that way, can I then remember the notes? And that's not a good thing, because I think you can feel that in the music. So preparedness and joyness, if you can say that, and joy and excitement about doing what is really cool and really nice and really exciting overshines any fear that could be. So yeah, but thank you, a very good question actually. So just need to listen to something in the original. Thank you. I will keep up the good work. And thank you for cheering, because I kind of feel like I need it tonight. So the thing is that the voice is doing, and I know last time I had a thought that maybe how I could just do, and then I could do like a on top of that, but it's actually not how it is originally on the guitar. It's very fragile, and it actually only has these it only has one voice. It's not doubled. So it's very difficult. So it's gonna be all right, I know, but I would love it to be as close as the original as possible. So. So I need to export this and do some fingerings, I think. One. Here it is. Ah. Ah. Mm. Mm. Here it was. So this is just practicing fingerings, because if I don't do that, I will use too much of my mental brain to learn the notes, and it's better for me to actually have it on display, and I can just focus on getting it into my hand. Oh. Okay, let's see. like I'm playing some Paganinis. That is really, really something to work on. So sometimes you can get the feeling that it's when you do a cover on the violin that it's not, as difficult as classical music. And I must also say that it depends on how you work the cover, because if you only play the melody and doing things the easy way, of course there are gonna be many classical music pieces that are gonna be very much more difficult. But I also think it depends on how you develop the cover, because for this sake, when I'm trying to be a guitarist, it's gonna be a very, very much more difficult, and leading up not maybe as some of the most difficult Paganini, not at all. That could be really something to use a lot of time on to get right. But this has to be not easy, at least. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. And here it's actually more. Usually, I would consider doing another position for my left hand when I'm playing with a bow to avoid jumping a string. But this is going to be with pizzicato, so jumping any strings is no problem here. And the reason that it's a problem jumping a string with a bow is that you have to move the bow to another string without sounding harsh and without hitting the string between that you're jumping. So. Here I'm actually not really sure what they're playing. Hmm, that's not really. It's not really easy to hear. Hmm. And hello to you too. Having a good weekend. Having a very nice weekend. I hosted a Halloween party yesterday, so that was quite nice. Um, so I'm also a bit tired today on top of that, but nice with all decorations and you know uh, costumes and all of it. Hmm. I'm wondering why it comes up twice when you write something to me, but I don't mind. I like getting lots of messages, so don't worry. Just write at me at least. But I get it twice for some reason. Well, double the fun. Yeah, I see the same thing. Um, Usually I would think that I should close down my software, the streaming software I'm using, and open it up again. But I guess that's for another time. That would be I would have to close down the stream, and let's not do that. But still nice to see it on the screen. I think I could just try to turn it off and then maybe once more. Mm. Actually, I think the streaming software told me that I needed to update the program, um, so maybe that's why. Halloween haunting, yeah, it's a bit late for that now. It's done now. We are like preparing for Christmas, right? But no, but it was nice. There was kids coming over at Friday, and then Saturday we had the party. So and I love Halloween. I think there is something so great about it. So yeah, and I like hosting um Halloween parties as well. Did you do anything for Halloween, or is it just any usual nights? Let me know. Playing along, that's nice. I like that. I could, just I have this kind of streaming service, where not streaming, but well, kind of, where I can duplicate my screen. Let me just try to start that. Then you at least can follow along in the notes I'm doing. And let me see, then I can just escape. Here it is. Oh, it's quite small. Maybe if I... Ooh, that helped. It's a trial and error tonight here, so I think you can see it now. If you can read in this key or this clef that I'm using, the G clef, or what do you call it? Yeah. Have a nice pizza run. Okay. Once more from the theme. Well, your sight reading skills are... oh, okay. So, yeah, it also takes some time to be good at reading sheet music. Or at least reading them as they go. That's the difficult part. You do better just trying to fit the notes per ear. I am in my... yeah, E minor. I just needed to sing that for myself. In a good E minor. So 1 or 2 or maybe 3 sharps. Do you call them sharp? I think like the the thing there. What do you call that on English? Well, but one or two or three of those, and then I'm good. And you can get more, that's fine, but usually that's what I prefer to play. So that must have been G major, D major, E major? No, yeah. Sharp, yeah. Mm. Also good for you. That's nice. Too lazy to get up for my Apple Pencil. It's somewhere that I don't remember, so I think I know where it is, but it's gonna be just pressing. Not so pretty, but it's not gonna be the last final version, at least. So. So both my hands or my fingers and my hands are hurting right now, and well, actually the funny thing is that my left hand is more hurting than the other one, and that's because I'm really concentrating and not relaxing. And when I'm not relaxing, then it just turns out to be something like I'm cramping, and then I'm like these strings on a violin can be like kind of rough to get. Like, I don't know why, it just hurts today. But I think it's because the more it's like the more you concentrate, that you know you're not good at something and you want to be good at something, then you're like putting pressure on the muscles, pressure on the way you do things, and actually it's the opposite you should do. You should be more relaxed and just getting the hands to actually know which notes you're playing, because you can't force it. It's some kind of yeah, it's a mind game, but sometimes you just really you forget it, or at least I forget it. So it's like when I played piano, I also had the tendency that when there was something really difficult that I couldn't play properly, then I would like tense up in my shoulders and like, tense up in my muscles, because then you're like, now I want to do it, and then it actually get the opposite effect, and that's what's happening here. So I'll just do one turn around where I think about to have relaxed fingers and maybe take it down a notch. okay. I said relaxed, but it's something about this is just it's just hard. I don't know why. Um, you like the chromatic triplet, walk down from D to C. Oh yeah, maybe you're thinking about. I think maybe that's the one. It's somehow. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I'm yawning at my own thing. It's not good. Mm. Um, Somehow it's kind of more difficult to play it with bow than with pizzicato, but I think that's the reason that it's so hard to actually practice this one, because either it doesn't sound right with the bow, or you're using too much effort to practice the pizzicato. So it's like the real thing that I actually need to practice is the thing that I don't want to do too much of, um, to yeah, not hurt my small fingers. But I will do it once more through with the pizzicato, and then I will jump to the other one. I think that's a thing to do. And right now I'm thinking, when I'm going to record this, I am definitely going to divide it up in different sections. So again, then I could like shake my hands in between and then continue. And then in the final result, you wouldn't know that I took it in several times. That's a good thing about recording. But actually, I don't know how you are used to record, but I used to think that actually it's better to just have it in one take. And of course, if you can do it in one take, that's something it's something appreciable, because you get the flow of the whole thing. and I always try to do it in one take. But I've just recently discovered that sometimes it's also very good not to push yourself too hard when you're recording. Also because you can get into that kind of loop where it's just you get the last 10% wrong and then you have to do it all over again. And I think the mind is just better at thinking, okay, if I do it in more small steps, it doesn't matter if I play it wrong, so I can relax, and then you don't play it wrong because you're kind of like, well, more relaxed. It's really a killer for the fingers. Yeah, that's true. And I kind of envy to be a guitarist right now because my violin has a lot of sound when I use the bow, but when I pizzicato, it's like almost silent. I think that it's yeah. And the thing I don't like about recording is that when we make a small mistake, that mistake is there forever. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I also have come to the conclusion, and bear with me, I'm very a perfectionist, but still, sometimes the small human mistakes is what like brings a little sparkle to the recording. It doesn't, not too much and not too often, but it's something that makes it human. And I think we need that in a world with all of this AI, that you actually need something that has just a tiny bit of edge. So of course, if you can live with the mistake and it's not like very hearable, I'm trying to teach myself that it's okay. There is some just small twitch. But yeah, but bear with me. I am a perfectionist, so I know what you mean. I'm trying to learn that myself. Okay, I think I'm done with this for tonight. I will do some of The Witcher. There is room for the humanity. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard it, but AI can actually like make songs now with, real. It sounds like real voices, and it's I've heard something that was like AI made, and I think that it was good, and it was kind of scary. And I also thought that I don't know if it was my mind tricking me, but it was missing something, passion, some feeling, but it sounded good. So I was that was the first time I was really scared, actually, because as a musician, you're like, I don't think that we can ever be replaced, but it was just really, yeah, it was mind-blowing that could actually happen. I remember seeing the first time seeing a robot, trying to play the violin. I was like, oh, it's going to be a long, long time before that's going to sound good at all. But now I was like, but yeah, it never sounds human, and it's just missing, even though you can also make human faces with AI, but it's still missing a human spark. I don't know, there is something, yeah, the living thing that it's just missing. And thank God for that, because I would be very sorry to know that can you imagine like all of the practicing I've done my whole life to be replaced with just, an AI that can get the same feeling out of the audience. But I don't think it can, and it will. I don't know, maybe someday, but I don't think so, because it's missing the living human spark, I think. But yeah. Yeah, this is just gonna be like for fun, because yeah, I'm getting kind of tired now. I can feel that. And my elastic broke, so I'm trying to do something with this, and yeah, I don't know. I usually keep a lot of those extras for if it happens at a concert. Doesn't happen too much, but sometimes. And I will not need to worry about that. Would now never happen. I don't think it will happen either. Um, I think we will get very close, but I still think that there is something the living can do that AI can't, and that would always be there. So that's nice to think about. Yeah, the pants are a consumable product. I know. I just don't have any other good thing or good idea to attach it to the violin. So it has always been rubber bands, but at least I'm going for the black ones. So I don't use the kitchen colors. Um, People are like, "Is that a kitchen rubber band?" Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, it is. But now it's black, so now it actually um, looks better, at least. Um, you have long hair, so use them to. Oh my god, I would hate to use rubber band for my hair. I think it gets stuck, and I have actually done it because sometimes at a concert I forget to bring my hair elastic, and I use my rubber bands, and yeah, it's awful to take out in the evening. Okay, just a side note. I love these conversations, like we go from music to rubber bands. It's just or the weather, or what else we like to talk about, Danish sayings. Hmm. I know this is a part 6 of actually practicing these, but I can feel that it's really long gone, and it's I think I will do this to as the week's project. So actually, well, now I've practiced it a bit, but to do it also during this week and do it every day, and hopefully I will have something to at least record one of the voices for next time. But I need to do this a daily thing because it's disappearing between my fingers. I don't know why, but it's really just does that. Yeah, and there has been other projects coming up, and then this is starting to get a bit annoying for me actually, because I really like it and I think it could be a really good thing to get out on my channel. So yeah, it's gonna be an everyday thing for this week, and next Sunday I will give you an update of how this week has been. But I also have some, like 3 minutes before I'm done, I actually have some big news. It's actually very personal. It's not something career-wise or music-wise, but the reason that that I have been canceling some of my streams, I have been very tired, and that is because that I'm actually expecting a child, and that's gonna be in March. So I'm kind of halfway in my pregnancy, so I'm doing okay. I'm not being nauseous or anything, but I'm just really tired some days, and that has been the reason that I've been canceling some of those. Thank you so much. Some of the streams. So, and it's a very big thing. It's my first time to be a mom, and it has been something that I've been wished for a long time. And yeah, and thank you so much. Yeah, and fingers crossed. I feel great, so I'm not nervous at all. I'm also halfway, but it takes all my energy, and it has been for some while. And I know that I've been doing some project, and then I'm like, oh my god, I need to take it up. So I thought it would be easier just to be honest with you, because that's actually what's going on. So I'm taking some projects more loosely and some things more just in my tempo that feels right. But I still think that this is a very nice thing to do every Sunday. So it's not that I'm stopping right now, but I'm closing some of the projects. But these ones I want to still to do. And it's nice to play, and it's nice to also play some music for my baby. So that's if there is a listening ear in my belly, maybe there is. But on that note, it was nice seeing you here, and I will, as I said, I will take this week to enjoy practicing some more on this, and hopefully a good update on next week and where I am, or maybe not. Let's see. But it was very nice to see you, and I wish you a very good week. Yeah, and happy Halloween on beforehand. Yeah.